also another disappearing act.
Jeff, that's my favorite part, where he disappears into space.
He's a magician. Don't forget 2004 when the USA were building up for the Olympics in Athens. They faced Italy, and Italy just exploded and ran them out of the gym in that game. And Gianmarco Pozzecco was in that Italy team. And Carlo Recicalti, who's his mentor, was his coach at the time. His mentor, Recicalti, sits here on the Italian bench as well, part of the staff. Just gave him a hug. Nicolò Melli also played in the NBA. So there is some familiarity, and there's not going to be, it's not going to be a situation of Italians looking up in awe at the Americans, and I'm sure the Americans fully respect this Italian team as well. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Mall of Asia here in Manila, the Philippines. The quarterfinal between the United States and Italy is underway. Jackson backs his way down low, misses, but Hart gets a rebound. Anthony Edwards gets an attempt, another long rebound out to the USA. And Brunson starts to look and is able to get in, and a little bit of English gets the ball to go in.
2 offensive rebounds, giving them second opportunities, third opportunities. Strong start for the United States.
Polonara drives in, tries to bank it in. And the ball goes off Melli and out of bounds, so the USA will keep it.
And Jeff, the key for the United States, as we see this beautiful finish from Brunson on the first possession, establish your defense, establish your rebounding, and get out in transition.
Bridges, he misses, so the USA starting a little cold from the field here.
You see the 5-out alignment for Italy, 5 players on the perimeter, moving the ball around.
Quick pass, they find Melli, pump fake, and he's fouled by Jackson.
So again, in the 5-out alignment, Italy will search out the 5-man, the center, Jaren Jackson Jr. They got coverage and created the advantage with good ball movement. Jackson recovers and fouls. Melli is an extremely intelligent player. He's excelled in Europe and had time in the NBA, so he will not back down.
So Melli gets the first to drop. Brunson telling the referee, hey, Stefano Tonu beside me, his foot was on the arc. A little bit of gamesmanship already. Just 1 of 2, but Melli goes up for the rebound.
And again, defensive rebounding has been a point of emphasis for the United States the last few days after being out-rebounded and surrendering offensive boards.
Edwards into the paint, gets it to Hart. And Jackson gets it and goes up and scores.
We can see the early physical advantage for the United States at the rim.
Anthony Edwards harassing Spissu. Here's Melli, goes in for the dunk.
Jeff, traditionally, Italy is an excellent pick and roll team, so it's no surprise they attack with a 1-5 pick and roll and get an easy basket.
And the ball knocked out of Brunson's hands, but it goes to Hart, and then Jackson comes in, and they're going to rule that out, a charge. Good reaction by the Italian defense. Part of his foot was inside the semicircle.
Well, again, you have to reward Melli for giving up his body in that situation. This is a big fella coming at you with Jaren Jackson Jr. But even though Jaren Jackson Jr. goes to the bench with 2 fouls, this is the lineup the United States needs to make effective with Bancaro at the 5 switching screens.
And you saw the excitement with Pizzeco on the bench. Tonut. Remember, Bancaro, I mean, it's inescapable, especially if you're watching in Italy. He could have played for them. And Tonut scores over Bancaro here at the beginning of the game. Brunson, the left hand shot, no good. Ball, and the Americans getting a lot of loose balls. Edwards misses. So the Americans have started cold.
Lots of effort on the boards.
And Fontecchio being guarded by the best defender probably in that USA team. Bridges. Polinar again drives in and just so strong. Brunson.
So Jeff, we see the difference where Lithuania would punish the switches in the post. Italy is a ball movement perimeter team. They're trying to attack the closeouts, and the United States on the first 2 defensive situations have challenged extremely well.
Edwards gets to the baseline. Hart, now Bridges open for 3, and he misses. But those offensive rebounds going the way of the USA, and Bridges is fouled. So he's got an N1 coming.
I love the energy and effort and activity from this United States lineup. They're going after these offensive boards. While they're not converting the shots yet, this is an excellent finish from Bridges here. 3-point play opportunity.
Fontecchio picks up the foul. Fontecchio has yet to attempt a shot at the other end. So Bridges, who came in shooting 80% at the line, makes the free throw. Fontecchio, dangerous dribbling, turns it over, guarded by Bancaro.
Bancaro he's the factor, he's the key. He allows them to switch 1 through 5, and he can defend on the perimeter. Excellent work there from Paolo Bancaro.
Oh, and look at that, Spisu and Tonu kind of hemmed him in. Thought they had a steal, but the whistle blows.
Again, this is an intelligent defensive team. You see,
that's a good call.
Very good call, just reached in, but Italy will play very good position defense.
Brunson. Off the Bancaro. And Polinar brings down the board finally for Italy. Spisu quickly to Tonut. And doesn't settle. Drives in for the layup.
Tonut hits the 3, attacks the closeout here, very active in the early going.
Edwards travels.
And Jeff, the travel is just an instinct. He's so used to trying to stampede downhill in the NBA. Edwards caught it, got into the gap, traveling.
Melli, post up, Bancaro drives. Polinar gets the rebound back outside. Tonut from behind the arc. And now Bridges quickly up to Brunson, who drives in deep into the paint and misses the shot.
A lot of contact there, Jeff.
Oh boy, tough pass for Fontecchio at his feet. Now Bancaro able to get it to Edwards. Brunson from the right corner. Good!
And the United States emphasizing a fast start, not easing into the game. You can visibly see the effort and energy from this lineup.
Remember, Jackson on the bench with 2 fouls, so Bancaro in the game early. Fontecchio falls down, has to get rid of the basketball, and then Brunson whistled for a foul.
Really good activity from Team USA defense.
And now another look at the Brunson three-pointer. And we're going to see wholesale substitutions for the USA. Also, Richie is coming in for Polonara, so Brandon Ingram comes in. Tyrese Halliburton, Reeves, Austin Reeves, Portis Jr.
And Jeff, USA wants to push the pace. They average over 100 points a game. Italy at times has struggled to score, averaging close to 80 points a game in the tournament. Here comes the depth for Team USA.
Get to Melli, and he travels. Portis takes it deep, and his pass intercepted by Tonut. And the kick. So Italy will retain possession. For the nature of this tournament, USA well aware that it is unpredictable and you just do not know what's around the corner. They just watched Lithuania, who played very well against them and won, fall out of this competition, losing to Serbia in the quarterfinal, the first quarterfinal today. Fontecchio, he misses with his first attempt.
Great contest there from Boncaro after the switch.
Brandon Ingram, a lot of offense, and Ritchie guarding him, and the whistle blows, and Ingram will go to the line.
So Ingram is such a gifted scorer. It's great to see him shot fake and attack through the contact. Here's the foul at the end, but he was hit early in the drive and kept going. That's a great sign from Brandon Ingram.
So Luigi Datome is coming in for Tonut. He's retiring from basketball after this World Cup. There's Tonut getting the high fives as Italy giving a good account of themselves here at the start of the game. And now we got some blood. So Ritchie was called for the foul on that play, but I think took some contact from Ingram on the play, so he's going to have to go out. Coming in will be Luca Severini, just 21 years of age.
So with this lineup, Italy has
27, excuse me.
Melli, Severini, and Datome. And I'm interested to see who they play as a three-man. Spissu, Fontecchio in the backcourt with...
It's part of the game, isn't it, Mike? Look at that. Getting the...
Yeah. And he will, no doubt, be ready to return. 1-2-2 half-court pressure here from the United States after the free throw. Great recovery.
There's Austin Reeves guarding Melli. Datome from the right corner.
Excellent contest from Ingram.
And Halliburton pulls up on the break. 14-8. Biggest lead of the game for the USA. Severini for three. And they battle for the rebound. It goes out to Halliburton. Another, this time no. So Fontecchio rebounds. I tell you, Melli's been in some good spots for putbacks, but just hasn't put them in. Here goes Fontecchio, and takes the bump. And great hustle. They're going to count it. A chance for a three-point play because Ingram blocked it after it went off the backboard. Another look at the replay. looks a lot closer when you slow it down.
Yeah, and it's amazing the officials have such good eyesight to catch that. But this is the first opportunity we see Fontecchio, who has been an outstanding scorer this tournament, get some points and get to the free throw line. Now, Jeff, rebounding, defensive rebounding is a priority.
You look at Simone Fontecchio and on-ball screens, points per screen, 0.67.
And that's amazing.
Number 1.
Yes, catch and shoot.
And Brandon Ingram goes down for the three-pointer on the wing.
There was another catch and shoot. Quick release, not having the ball in his hands long.
Spissu hasn't found any space to launch his shots yet. Here's Fontecchio trying to get into it on the baseline. And Banchero brings it up the floor. Austin Reeves steps back. It's good. And Grant Hill likes what he sees, the managing director for the national team of the United States. And just like that, Italy are going to call timeout. And this is a problem for most players trying to stick with Austin Reeves, because he can blow past you or he can hit the three.
Well, he's looking to bounce back from last game. This is a great sign to, hit your first three-point look. But he had the advantage as they were cross-matched in transition. When the United States can grab defensive rebounds and convert, they will have opportunities like that to have bigs matched up on guards. USA did a great job finding the matchup.
Spalla il blocco cieco per prendere la palla qua. È inutile che giochiamo solo per giocare il pick and roll. È inutile che giochiamo solo per giocare il pick and roll. Poi dobbiamo tornare in difesa, è impossibile che uno tiri da qua solo, ok? Ok? Adesso giochiamo pollice forward per Cici. Ma dobbiamo muoverci perché dobbiamo andare fuori dal catto, così Cici viene a prendere la palla qua. E fai un buon blocco.
Well, Simone Fontecchio, look at that, 0.67, ranks first points per screen, and compared to Anthony Edwards, 0.61, he's third. Both those guys.
That's great efficiency from two important players for their teams who've had great tournament scoring.
Paiola in the game for Italy at guard, number 54. He was in Italy's Olympic team. Here's Fontecchio trying to find some space. Reeves goes past, and it doesn't matter. Fontecchio shows us the talent. Nice pass to Portis. Halliburton.
Breakdown defensively, and how many times have we seen Halliburton get into the paint, make a beautiful no-look pass, setting up Portis. Beautiful.
Pretty sure Halliburton has eyes in the back of his head. Here's the pass to Ritchie, back outside to Tommy for three. Italy just 2 of 7 from three-point range. USA are 4 of 8.
With the lead, the United States plays more relaxed, plays freer.
Halliburton to Banchero. Nope. But again, another offensive rebound. Halliburton. They're going to count it. Nope. They're not going to count it.
Called 3 seconds in the lane on Banchero on that play.
Well, that's a break for Italy.
So, Jeff, for both teams, it's important that guards and perimeter players help in rebounding. This has been a point of emphasis for the USA. It's not just the bigs. The guards have to get in there and help rebound.
Shida in the game, number 50. for Italy. Here he is. Atome from the elbow. Now Halliburton. He's just 21 years of age. Where's number 50 for the Italians? And into Banchero, and the layup is good. And USA stretching their lead. Look at this. Now watch what happens. Oh, we couldn't see it. The USA thought they had the ball, but so that's the end of the first quarter, and it doesn't look good for Italy, who trailed 24 to the semifinals. So now the USA taking on Italy, who are on the back foot. Payola gets it to Tonut, who's come back into the game. Fontecchio back in as well. Feet set, and that was short.
Jeff, well defended by Ingram there. U.S. physical off the ball here in the first half.
Severini guarding well, and then Payola comes down to help out. Comes up with a steal. Ritchie into the paint. Bulls went right at Ingram. Italy have missed some shots down low they probably should have made, or they could have made. Portis Jr. long rebound corralled by Ritchie. And again, Alessandro Payola had some trials in the NBA. Remained in Europe. Here's Severini. Skip pass. Oh boy, had the layup, passed it up. Fontecchio for three. Looked like Payola could have gone right to the hoop.
The United States very active in team defense right now. Great start for their Steve Kerr side.
Halliburton misses. Well, a couple opportunities for USA to get even more separation, but Melli trying to check back into the game on the next dead ball. And there's the reach. Good job by Halliburton. And Severini fouls Halliburton, who bends over and holds his right shoulder. So USA going to make substitutions to bring the starters back in.
And again, you like what Coach Kerr is doing. He's got the hockey sub. He's going in shifts. He's got the first 5 guys, second 5 guys, and he's trying to keep that intensity high, especially on the defensive end. But now, with Jaren Jackson into the game, let's see how the USA pick and roll coverage can stop this Italian team.
Oh, the bounce pass to Hart.
Great drop off from Brunson, great cut from Hart.
Italy struggling at this end of the floor. Fontecchio back to Melli. Ritchie again, going hard to the basket. And Melli flying in for the rebound. Ritchie up, the ball slipped out of his hands and puts it up and in. Well, they're saying that the ball was tapped when he released it, so must have been a break for Italy there. And Bridges gets it at the other end. I mean, the way that Ritchie at first didn't go for it, it suggested that he was going to travel if he picked it up.
Bridges with authority to the rim. You love the way he's presented himself out here today.
A little runner for Tonut. Melli he can rebound it actually. Italy just shooting awful right now. It's kind of like they're in a hurry. Payola, Tonut, feet set. And again, Melli just battling away, just cannot get any putbacks. Brunson wide open.
Really good offense in transition there, just missed the shot. But down this end, the United States, good activity. Please block somebody out. Smaller lineup, put a body on somebody. Control your defensive boards.
Tonu bounce pass and Melli. Good play for Italy. Hart, his front and back of the rim stays out.
You like the shot, rhythm shot.
Fontecchio open. Gosh. Hart. And the charge on Hart. Melli's going to stay down for a minute. Took that straight to the chest.
Yeah, that was tremendous contact. Look at him give up his body and take the hit.
Ooh.
That's a veteran laying it on the line right there. Nico Melli not only doing it on the boards, in pick and roll, drawing charges. Outstanding for Italy.
We'll see to back in the game. Fontecchio sits down, Paiola sits down. You know, it's difficult for Fontecchio because everybody in the building knows Italy want him to get the ball, and that includes the USA. So they're doing everything they can to limit him. Polonara is going to come back in. Spissu rattles out. Now Bridges. Ooh. And one.
This play started with a strong rebound and a great outlet from Anthony Edwards. He hit Bridges, who has been just so fluid in transition. Draws the contact, under control finish.
Reeves and Ingram looking on as their team opens up a 13-point lead. 8 points already for Bridges. Bounce pass to Spissu. Tonu wide open. Jackson for three. And good box out by Polonara. So as bad as Italy have been, they're only down 13. And eventually you would think some of these shots might fall. Procida puts it up. And he misses.
And that's a great job coming down to help on their boards. Josh Hart.
Tonu going for a steal against Anthony Edwards. Brunson on the baseline, weaves his way in, but he's fouled as he goes up by Melli. And that is the foul that was called on Melli, but before he gets his free throws, Italy have called timeout. Bobby Portis Jr., 3 rebounds to go with his 2 points. Brunson makes the first.
I really like the way the United States have come out and asserted themselves today, taking control of this game in the early going.
There's the pass to Tonut up ahead of the defense, but holds it up. 3-guard lineup right now for Italy. Although I guess Tonut, you could say, is playing a 3. Kind of stretch it. And, oh boy, that pass was out of bounds. USA thought that ball went off of Melli. Here's Spisu getting rejected into row H by Bridges. Bridges on the SWAT team tonight.
He's fun to watch defensively. What recovery.
Does he get it off in time? He almost made it. Here's Bridges from deep. Oh boy, it's not looking good for Italy. The USA now up 36-18. Oh, and Banchero fouls Tonut. So Mike, you know, Lithuania, by beating the United States in their last game in the second round, set up a game against Serbia for themselves, and that meant Italy had to play the USA. Had it gone according to plan, I think for Italy, I'm assuming they thought they were going to play Lithuania.
Yeah, a country that they know a lot about and they've seen before, and you know, this is just a really tough matchup for any team, but in particularly a perimeter-oriented team without much post presence that has trouble scoring, you know, averaging about 80 points a game in the World Cup. The United States has a great game plan, switching these screens. They're really contesting as we see the 2-3 zone now.
And a bounce pass to Banchero, and he knows what to do with it. But, and Italy just not putting the ball in the basket.
And there's no resistance defensively.
Fontecchio. And Italy's hopes just fading with every missed jump shot.
Oh.
Quick pass to Banchero. And he is denied by Fontecchio. That was a good recovery from Melli.
Another beautiful pass from Halliburton in transition. He's so much fun to watch in the open floor. A great dive from Banchero, but an unbelievable block there. Look at Fontecchio. The United States using this 1-2-2 half-court trap to slow down Italy.
Forced a turnover. Here's Halliburton. Oh, he banks it in. He looks up at the crowd. Don't know who he's looking at, but the bank is open. Here's Melli. Ooh. Outside. Tonut drives in, and finally Italy get a basket. Reeves wide open. Fontecchio again hands it off to Polonara. Well, that probably helps the USA because Italy had a bucket. When you're struggling with a perimeter game, you want to get as many inside looks as possible. Look at Banchero going up. He wasn't blocked on that one. Spisu, player that can get hot. He needs to. Here he is driving and scoring. Maybe just a little layup will help him. But quickly, the USA in transition. Edwards steps back. Reeves skies for the rebound. Excellent hustle from Reeves, but the ball goes back to Italy.
And again, this game, as you've said before, is just one-way traffic. When the United States gets stops and rebounds, they can get up in transition, and they're really getting easy looks.
One and a half minutes to go in the first half. Italy looking for a little bit of a comeback, and Polonara didn't realize Tonut was trying to go backdoor or cut to the basket. Pizzeco needs to conjure up something special here for his team. Bridges from the right, another three-pointer for the USA.
But Jeff, you can see there's no ball pressure, there's no physicality from Italy defensively. They're just letting the USA do whatever they want, get a rhythm into half court, and these players are too good for that.
Fontecchio drives in, and that's a charge. Well, on the one hand, you'd expect almost Fontecchio just to take the open three rather than drive to the basket, but nothing is falling for him, so he drives and charges.
They just ran their nice touch action here. Oh, Halliburton keeps it that time.
Halliburton. Oh, the follow putback jam from Austin Reeves.
Who saw that coming?
And now Edwards gets a steal. And if Italy do not put the brakes on this USA run right now, this thing is going to be over real quick. And the crowd, look at that. Jimmy Goldstein, super fan of the Los Angeles Lakers. I think both he and Jack Nicholson, the two most famous, devoted fans of the Lakers. He's here watching the Laker, Austin Reeves, along with everybody else with USA. Spisu with a little runner, and Polonara with the offensive rebound and putback, and he is fouled on the putback. Italy's just looking for somebody, anybody that can make a bucket. But it has been a problem in this World Cup, as you said, getting buckets. So timeout on the court, USA in command, leading it 46-22 over Italy.
So they've done a great job with the puzzle of this game. They've got the lead at halftime, and again, they need to keep doing what they're doing to finish this one. They're halfway there. Let's see if Coach Kerr comes up with any good play for the last possession of the first half.
They called a technical foul on Anthony Edwards. So he must have said something.
I didn't see
Well, they
anything.
were protesting.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
It was after, yeah, it was in the melee of the call. But anyway, that's not maintaining your emotional discipline when you're up 24 points. Do you think?
Not at all. Unnecessary.
And Polonara misses the first free throw on the foul.
And with that free throw shooting form, his free throws look like an Achilles heel.
Very good. I like it. Polonara, Achilles.
Achilles Polonara.
Yes. No wonder Chip calls you a friend, the mascot. 46-24 USA trying to get the last bucket. Reeves, Halliburton, and his attempt. Edwards picks it up right at the end.
Not the way they drew it up, but a great first half for the USA, bouncing back.
Indeed. Well, still time for Italy, but they're going to have to play some serious basketball after the break. USA on top, 46-24.
United States with 5 more makes from beyond the arc, shooting a higher percentage, 46-24 for the game. United States defense holding Italy 9 for 37, 24% from the field. Fantastic.
Eight more rebounds, 5 more assists. I mean, you know the numbers are going to be better. And how about Mikal Bridges?
He's been great on both ends.
Leading the way with 14 points. Been one of the best players for the USA in this tournament, without a doubt.
Oh, I agree. He blocked it at the row H. He's finishing plays at the rim, hitting threes, doing it all.
So Simone Fontecchio, so much expected of him and so much needed. He's got 6 points and 4 rebounds, but it's just 1 of 6 from deep. And of course, the key player that we highlighted for this game, Austin Reeves, 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 sensational high-flying putback dunk.
Again, it started with a great cut from Josh Hart for 2. You see Brunson so crafty in the lane. Does he get an assist on that play, Jeff?
Maybe. I didn't look.
Here's Bridges. Just so strong to the basket. Gets to 2 feet and uses his length.
Kind of in a bizarre way, Jackson picking up the 2 fouls may have actually helped the USA, just because, as you alluded to, Banchero made it harder for Italy.
Yeah, that's
offensively.
The game plan is to play that perimeter lineup that can switch and guard 1 through 5. So they wanted to get to it. At some point, it was just accelerated with the 2 fouls and take nothing away from Jaren Jackson Jr. But that second unit with Banchero switching screens, that's what this game needs for USA to take advantage, and they did in the first half.
Sir Anthony up. Well, scan in that barcode to get the FIBA Basketball World Cup app in your smartphone. Look at this Mall of Asia arena, Mike. It's been fun. Quarterfinals haven't been as close as we anticipated after some riveting games beforehand, but Italy might be able to mount a charge here and change the narrative here in the third quarter, maybe. Bridges, Edwards, Brunson, all on the court. Jackson, as well as Hart. Here's Edwards, and not what Italy would have liked.
The United States starts posting Brunson and gets a step-back 3 from Edwards.
Fontecchio with a little runner.
And that's encouraging for Italy. Fontecchio, slow start in the first half, gets his first bucket in the second.
Edwards passes to Bridges. Hart open from the left. That's good. And Hart, it's not just about rebounding. He can drill it. And Fontecchio drives in and is fouled. He will go to the line. So 2 threes to start the second half for the USA. Look at this.
And he had
yeah, that's you might want to give him his arm back, Hart. That was pretty blatant.
That was with intent, so there's no layup. However, there was also no rotation on the help side. Potentially a game plan from the United States, stay home on the 3-point line. If that's the case, to not leave your shooters, you've got to do a better job containing the ball one-on-one.
So it makes both. Fontecchio starting to score some points here. So a little bit of hope for Italy, but they can't be giving away 3-pointers at the other end.
2-3 zone after the free throws.
Bridges puts up his three. And little gesture there from Bridges at the Italy bench. I mean, I think it's just kind of playful, trash-talking banter. And he's just being told just to chill out a little bit because the Italy bench got up. Took a little bit of exception to it. Watch him. Watch Bridges. And Tatome was the first one that got up and said, hey, we're not having that. So they have caught a technical foul, Bridges.
Just a little too excessive. As we see players celebrate their three-point makes individually, he directed his three at the Italian bench.
So Steve Kerr was talking to Ademir Zarapovic, and I guess some of that stuff flies in the NBA. And Zarapovic must have instructed the coach, yeah, guy, we got to calm down a little bit. Polonara gets in and gets blocked by Edwards. And now the pass stolen by Fontecchio, and the Utah Jazz man dunks it.
And Jeff, you love to see your big man dribble bust out, but Jaren Jackson Jr. has to also finish the break with a good decision. It may not be a layup, but he's got to see the floor. Fontecchio did a great job reading the passing lane there, creating the turnover. Big man, get it to a guard.
13 points now for Fontecchio. He's heating up. Bridges for three. Good. And he looks over at his own team. I don't think they're going to tee him up for that.
No, that was more individual celebration, more accepted.
And now Bridges gets the steal. And he drives in. And the foul is called. Well, Mikal Bridges hasn't been, surprisingly, the MVP yet, TCL MVP of the game, but I'd say he's probably got one hand on the award right now.
Yeah, he's done so well within his role for this United States team. He plays both ends, he gives great effort, and he has the ability to score in a variety of ways. Again, talent is versatility. He impacts the game in a number of ways. Mikal Bridges is a great FIBA player along with a great NBA player.
There's Polonara missing from deep. Now Sbisu missing as well. And quickly up the floor, Anthony Edwards. And Polonara pushed out of bounds. It's a 29-point deficit right now, Mike.
Well, Jeff, you can see the United States has such a wonderful offensive rhythm. They push the ball, the transition with flow, with spacing. They get the ball where they want it to go, and they get an easy rhythm shot. There's no physical defensive resistance from Italy, and this is completely different from the last game against Lithuania.
Fontecchio, good!
And it's great to see his response here in the third quarter.
Yeah. And the whistle blows, and the foul on Fontecchio. That's his third. Trying to draw a charge to make something happen. USA, Italy are going to have to gamble a little bit here. See Fontecchio with 10 points in the third quarter. Italy going to have to make some gambles defensively, you would think. Here's Bridges again. He goes down. celebrates with his teammates again.
Lots of enthusiasm from Bridges. You love it. But this is the Mikal Bridges show, Jeff.
It is. And we're all just watching it. You could have said it's his world. And we're just living in it. I mean, Bridges already with 24 points, 7 rebounds. Nobody else in the USA team has more than 7 points, and that's Brunson. Here he is, Brunson crossing midcourt. Bridges again. Now Fontecchio looks up the floor, gets it to Tonut. And layup for Italy. Oh, beautiful drive for Brunson.
The deceleration, the slowdown, and the floater.
Fontecchio out to Melli. So the foul, Tonut. I think what's disappointing for Italy, I think they know they can shoot a lot better.
But Jeff, that starts with the early game defense from the United States. They never were able to establish a rhythm and feel for the rim.
Right.
And that just carries over into the game. So credit the United States game plan, the United States defensive effort for the lack of feeling and rhythm in the Italian game today.
Oh, good steal from Fontecchio, taking it away from Reeves. Pulls up on the break. Now, Halliburton to Portis, and he gets blocked by Fontecchio, but there's Ingram with a follow. Well, Fontecchio's really doing it all at both ends of the court right now. That'll come as a little consolation to him in Italy. Spissu. Now Reeves. Bounce pass. And Portis scores easily. Italy have to call timeout as they fall behind by 32 points.
Giochiamo pollice l'alto. Andiamo. Dai. 1, 2, 3.
Paolo Campero back in the game. Banchero. Paiola back in the game for Italy. Melli has it. Ricci also back in for Italy. Fontecchio skip past to Tonut. And Banchero gets it. Look out! Oh, he lays it up and in, old school.
It was a tease. A tease with a touch off the glass. Come on, Banchero, the fans want more.
He should get negative points for that one.
Take 2 off the board.
A player of his ilk.
Oh!
That's more like it for Paolo.
He took that one off the board.
Now Reeves from the right corner. And that's what the fans came to see, Austin Reeves. And Reeves knocks it out of the hands. 14 on the shot clock. Second time we've seen him reject a player in this tournament and send it off the glass.
But Jeff, look at the Italian lineup right now with Melli, Datome, and Ricci. How are these guys going to guard some of these perimeter players, perimeter skilled players of the United States? It's just a tough matchup for the Italian team. For them to match up size-wise, they don't have the perimeter defense.
And the ball on the ground. Ingram couldn't quite control it. Procido has it. Bounce pass. And even that one stays out for Datome. Ingram tried to take out his anger on the rim. And now Pozzecco is going to go out and check on his player, Melli, who went down hard. Or is it Richie? Excuse me. No, it is Melli. And yeah, he got it in the face, the left hand, Ingram. It's not intentional. So now Melli's having words with the referee.
Wait.
And now Pozzecco's having words with Reeves. I mean, it was a good, clean play, I thought, from Brandon Ingram.
We will check.
Well, Melli, a former New Orleans Pelican player himself, understands that these NBA players attack the rim and play above the rim. So when Melli did the right thing to try to go up straight and challenge, Ingram just elevated to another level, and as he attempted to dunk it, there was elbow contact to the head.
Now they're going to official review this, so let's listen in.
Go back. Norm, main camera. Okay. We are on an official's review to see if the contact matched the criteria for an act of violence. Normal speed, please. Okay, can you go point of contact? Go this camera under the rim. Yes, right.
I will go with the act of violence because it's the first hit to the face. Hit in the face and then, you see, go for the dunk, then hit in the face.
Okay, so he comes with a hand directly to the face before coming to the dunk. Okay.
Then go for the 2 free throws and the possession of the ball.
Okay, so go back. So we go on sportsmanlike on
Number 7.
7, and we got 2 shots on
Number
the
11.
substitute. No, the substitute to come 7.
Okay.
Okay, after review, we confirm on sportsmanlike foul on blue 7 and 2 shots on the white number 41, who's coming as a substitute.
Okay, so an unsportsmanlike foul called on Brandon Ingram on the play. And he can't believe it. I mean, he went up for the dunk. His left arm was out, his hand. And the refs, I guess, just judged that it was a hard foul.
Jeff.
I mean, you can look at his head, look at his face, and I think that's evidence enough that it needed to be reviewed.
But I don't think there was any intent from Ingram other than, I'm going to hammer this ball. I'm going to dunk this ball.
True. I mean, I can understand.
And Steve Kerr correctly discussing with the officials, like, hey, he tried to dunk the ball. What about this call? The officials went through the process, made their call here, so let's move on to the next play.
Yeah, so just as a reminder, both of them former teammates, but I just find it hard to believe there was any intent at all from Ingram in that, but referees have to make the call as they see it. And it is unfortunate that Melli got a big scratch all down his eye area and down the side of his face. So I guess in a sense, an unsportsmanlike foul is a small price to pay for what he got on that play. But at the end of the day, it didn't look like there was anything intentional during live action, that's for sure.
Right. Italy at this point in the game shooting 25% from the floor.
Here's Ingram coming out and hitting the jump shot. Preciado gets blocked out of bounds by Ingram. That's the second time he has swatted the three-point shooter.
And Jeff, to this point in the game, the United States has 52 field goal attempts, 26 from inside the arc, 26 from beyond the arc and 3.
It's really interesting how Brandon Ingram was in the starting lineup at the start of the World Cup. Halliburton comes out and hits the 3. And it seemed, and clearly, he's just more comfortable coming off the bench.
Well,
he looks good.
I'm going to say Josh Hart is a better FIBA basketball player than Brandon Ingram because of the physical element. Ingram can score, and he's great coming in, just simply score. But when you look for the FIBA game, you want that versatile impact, that physicality, and Hart playing as an athletic 4 really helps their team.
And Richie goes up. So they're going to turn this over. What happened there?
So, Jeff, he's got to give Banchero the opportunity to land. So, again, that they called just a out-of-bounds play.
Okay.
But it looked like he got into Banchero's body in the air.
Well, Italy fortunate to keep this one. The USA trying to turn it up a notch after their defeat to Lithuania. Here's Paiola, and doesn't give it up.
Back-to-back shot clock violations for Italy. Italy, organize yourselves a little bit here.
Portis from the left. That's good. And they are putting it on, and the USA celebrating, perhaps understandably, with a lot of exuberance tonight after what they went through the other night. Ingram, fouled by Paiola.
So, Jeff, when you watch the style of this game from Italy compared to Lithuania, what is the one big offensive difference that Italy's missing?
Big post player?
Yes. There's no low post presence.
Hey, Preciado with the steal and goes in and dunks. Nice play by the 21-year-old.
Traditionally, Italy, a pick and roll country, a country of shooting. But there's been no attempt to play in the post for Italy.
Halliburton, a little razzle-dazzle over to Portis, who misses. Oh, Preciado, what are you doing? And the alley-oop! And Banchero this time does not lay it up. He scores right at the end of the third quarter buzzer. And the USA back on track here against the Azzurri.
What do you call this?
Between the legs alley-oop pass?
Yes! I love it, Jeff. Yes!
I'm sure you could have something better. Three quarters in the books, and it is ugly for Italy. USA on top, 83-44.
Everyone in.
It's like he's got flubber in his shoes tonight, Jip. I'm thinking the Fred McMurray version.
The United States is having so much fun in this game.
Fontecchio gets another bucket. Cam Johnson. And Italy set about to make this more respectable here in the final quarter. Tonut just not making their shots tonight. Cam Johnson runs into Fontecchio, and the blocking foul is on Fontecchio.
So, Jeff, the air is out of Mall of Asia Arena here starting the fourth quarter. Polar opposite of the fourth quarter, USA versus Lithuania.
Brandon Ingram missing it from deep. Now a chance to run for Italy, and Mele has to hold up. Severini from deep. That's good. Well, 8:20 remaining. A little bit of life from the Italians. Pass to Cam Johnson. And if that's on Fontecchio,
well, congratulations.
He's gone.
To Mark Kevin, who is now being presented by Vincent Aguillon,
it is not.
Manager of Basil SMS Marketing.
Or it is. Yep, he is fouled out. So Fontecchio, not the night he was hoping for. He heads to the bench after picking up his 5th foul. 18 points, 5 rebounds. Another tournament for him with a lot of good memories, but unfortunately it's going to end. Well, it's not going to end. They're going to have classification games, but unfortunately it's going to include this game, even though he's got the 18 points. And Gianmarco Pizzecco talking to the refs. And Pizzecco obviously is disappointed. Wanted better from his team, better for the players to have a better experience.
But like we said before the game, they have overachieved to get here.
Well, here's, I mean, Mike, you turned the clock back 4 years. Italy didn't make it this far.
That's right.
There's the foul. I mean, when you coached Poland, you guys had that great run in 2019. You got to the quarterfinals and you faced Spain.
Right.
And that's when it ended.
It ended for us. We gave a really good effort, came up short against the eventual champions. Ricky Rubio had a fantastic game for Spain, really well coached with Coach Scariola.
And sometimes you just run into a better team.
Right, but I think
on the night,
the difference is you want to feel like you played well. You want to feel like you were competitive. And I think this is what the disappointing part for Italy is.
Yeah.
They've just been non-competitive. They haven't defended. They haven't played well offensively. This in no way represents what they've done to get here.
Yeah.
So I think that's the disappointing thing for the Italian team.
Oh, nicely read by Tyrese Halliburton. He's turned it on tonight, and then the ball knocked out of his hands. Procida goes down for the two-handed jam.
And that was an instant replay from a few minutes ago on his steal from the sideline. Procida proceed to get buckets.
There's Halliburton, takes out his anger on Payola with the three-pointer. The DJ's looking down. Payola, the DJ's in the arena rather, and proceeded missing. So Halliburton wanting an unsportsmanlike foul.
You cannot continue like this for a 40-point game. Huh? We've got a second technical if you continue, okay? Let it go, let it go. You got one when you shot. Let it go, let it go.
I think he confused him with Anthony Edwards, or is he talking about you as in plural USA?
He definitely thought Halliburton had a technical foul.
Well, it's a good thing that he did, because maybe he would have already called it.
Well, again, the referees want to get through this game. You know, USA is dominating. They want to get through it.
I mean, Halliburton was a little frustrated they didn't call a foul before.
Yeah.
When the ball was stolen and proceeded to get the dunk. And now he's just answered the best way possible. He's gone down, and he's also looking at the referee every time he hits a three, like he's showing him up. But that's fair enough.
Whatever it takes, Jeff.
Oh, Procida blocked by Walker Kessler. He's like, my goodness, that's a big man. And then Tonut steals it momentarily, and Halliburton takes another three. So that's 3 in a row after the foul that he thought should have been called. He just says, I'm going to go out and knock down some three-pointers. Payola to Diouf, who's checked in. Diouf, nice big young talent. Here is Portis missing. Cam Johnson knocks it away. He just skims the net.
Timeout to the USA.
Well, I know you already know about.
And get out in transition. The game will come easier for them. Lithuania won because they were able to get offensive rebounds. They were able to control tempo through the post, but they were also able to keep the game in the half court. The United States, if they can get up and down like this, they're really, really good, and they're really fun to watch.
Well, if you're an Italy fan, you are relieved that Halliburton has sat down on the bench, because he was just doing the business. So Walker Kessler called for a travel. Tonut passes out to Severini.
Again, I love it when the guards are helping. Reeves grabs that rebound.
Here's Cam Johnson. Oh, that was short. That's probably from a lack of playing time.
Yeah, you just got to get a rhythm, feeling for the game here for the first time in the fourth quarter.
So Hart called for a takedown on Spagnuolo. Or Procida, rather. Watch this. No, Severini.
You know,
I mean, he's just strong, isn't
yeah,
he?
he's matched up in that case with a bigger player, and he's just so physical. And this is what makes him so good in the FIBA game.
And that was a nice finish by Tonut.
Hey, Tonut, we know, can score. Attacks and close out well and finished. Beautiful play from Tonut.
Bankero loses possession, and Tonut drives in, misses the shot. Guess he knew Bankero was behind him. Reeves with the bounce pass, and it's Walker Kessler with the two-handed reverse jam.
I love the old school reverse throwdown. That looks like the 1960 highlights from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor at UCLA.
Severini missing. So more substitutions for Italy, and USA just rolling. Is this a good game for the USA to have ahead of a semifinal?
Well,
I mean, does this put them back into the, maybe we're not going to be as sharp and focused ahead of the semifinal because we just beat somebody about 40 or 50 points?
I always felt that when the game comes too easy for you, there is a little bit of a hangover into that next challenging game. So this is the danger now for the United States. But I'll tell you what, anytime you can get a feel-good victory, anytime you can advance into the semifinals, you take it.
Whether it's by 1 or by 50.
Right.
Spissu finally gets one to go from 3-point range.
Again, first opportunities to post up, post reaction three, rims in, high percentage shot.
Spissu reaches in, gets the steal. Spagnolo in and out. Italy just, the strength of their team would be hitting threes, and they're 6 of 36. And like you said, they just didn't get into that rhythm early. Reeves. Oh, he's just breathtaking at times. I mean,
the change of speeds, the change of direction, and then his ability when he's fouled to still get a shot up on the rim. Very impressive. Hard to guard. A player that can dribble, create his own offense.
Well, you never know. Wonder if we might be headed towards another final between Serbia and the USA. It could happen. Here is shot, misses, and now Italy get it back. I was talking to Sergio Hernandez. Oh, look at that. Whose Argentina team defeated Serbia at the last World Cup and got to the semifinals, and then they played in the final against Spain. But anyway, he was telling me he doesn't think Canada or Slovenia will beat Serbia.
Well, the way they played today.
So he expects Serbia to get to the final.
Yeah, but I'm saying the way they played today was great, but we saw every game is different. They played with great motivation for their hospitalized teammate. You know, so they had real intrinsic motivation. They will continue that, but to play on that extremely high level, we saw, you know, Lithuania struggle to do it after beating USA. We'll see.
Theo, that's much better.
The Canada-Slovenia matchup will be excellent as well. How will Canada deal with Luka Doncic?
Well, he doesn't think that they will. He thinks Doncic is gonna beat Canada.
Well, that's
and
also,
you know, I mean, I value his opinion because he's achieved so much in basketball. But this Canada team looks good. There is Walker Kessler going to work.
You know, Jeff, about the Canada-Slovenia game. Obviously, you love Luka Doncic and you love a lot of the pieces, but this is not the same team that went to the Olympics. They're missing Goran Dragic. They're missing.
I got news for you. I don't love him.
Blazic.
I like him.
Yeah. Well, okay, but they're missing Dragic. They're missing Blazic. They're missing Muric.
Yeah,
they're missing several key players.
It's going to take an extraordinary effort from Doncic.
Cancar. They're missing a lot of key role players in that Olympic team.
He will be worth the price of admission against Canada, but I've been thinking from the very beginning of this tournament as the ball goes through Cam Johnson's hands.
Cam Johnson from Pittsburgh, from North Carolina.
Yep,
you and I both like him.
Yep, we
but
do.
Jeff, he has not been ready to play today. He hasn't been ready out here.
No, he's come off the bench late. There's Spissu, and now looks like he's finally gotten into his rhythm, but there's less than a minute to go. I don't know, you know, whatever has happened up to this stage before today, I mean, it was, you just have to applaud Serbia and the USA for how they came out and took care of business today. But this FIBA Basketball World Cup has been fantastic with the close games, the results, the 3 venues. It's been really good.
Thank you so much for joining us for the first day of quarterfinals. We absolutely love you being
And it's
here with us.
never a good thing. It's always painful when you go out. And Lithuania know that they've gone from the high of beating this USA team to falling hard to Serbia. So Italy come out and congratulate the USA on a job well done tonight. And Gianmarco Pozzecco is going to go and shake hands with Steve Kerr. Now they're exchanging words.
At the end of 4, check your final score.
Okay, well, that was an uncomfortable moment. Hopefully, I don't know, is that about the unsportsmanlike foul on Ingram? But USA win it 100-63.
I think this was more about an invitation to play some chess.
Well, who knows, if we play our cards right, maybe we'll see Italy and the USA play again at the Olympics, if Italy can get there. They got there last time, and we know they can play a lot better. And if there's one thing for sure, it's Italy can play a lot better. So it's unfortunate that they kind of didn't get it going tonight, but on the other hand, you just got to applaud USA for coming out and getting that tough loss out of their system against Lithuania.
A lot of these tournament games are about matchups. USA had the athletic matchup. The style of play from Italy fell right into the defensive game plan of the United States, and they defended the three-point line, took away Italy's strength, the energy, the heart from the three-point makes. 7 for 38 for 18% from the game. 51-33 on the boards. Feel-good win for the United States, but...
Well, I think you know who won the TCL MVP. I think he must have been told. Yes, there he is. He's being told now, Mikal Bridges. So it's just icing on the cake for him. So the numbers don't lie, just total domination for the USA, devastation for Italy. They just, again, couldn't get it going. And it's unfortunate because I think a lot of people expected a better contest tonight, but that's basketball. 18 more rebounds for the USA, 4 more assists. Actually, 5 more turnovers in the end.
Bridges,
go.
Halliburton, Reeves,
yeah,
all with important, productive games.
So here's the highlights, and maybe with Italy, this will be the quarter for the fans to watch because they actually outscored the USA 19-17.
Fontecchio fouling out, not the way he wanted his evening to end. Led the team with 18. Got it going a little bit in the second half. Some more teamwork. Better teamwork in the second half from Italy. A couple breakaway dunks for Procida.
I like your Italian, it's good. Can you cook Italian as well?
Jeff, as you heard before, the only thing I can make are reservations.
I just love that. I wanted to hear you say it again. Halliburton gave us some moments in the second half when, after he felt like a foul should have been called, he just decided, well, I'm going to go down and make 3 three-pointers in a row.
You know, I love the enthusiasm with which he plays. I love his ability to pass the ball and see the floor. And when he's also hitting shots, he's a fantastic player. Tyrese Halliburton is an outstanding point guard. Great in the FIBA game because of his length.
So a little bit of a break for the USA before they hit the hardwood again.